I want you to imagine that you're on a battlefield. Swords are flying, everybody's, guarded up, shields, everything. And you're there, you're also fighting. I mean, of course, you are fighting. And God says, stop fighting. He literally says, be still and know that I am God. What will you do in the middle of that battlefield when everybody's fighting around you? What will you do? Hey guys, welcome back to Jola Inspires. I'm a writer and I make videos for people who want to heal, elevate, and rewrite their stories. This video is for somebody out there who feels justified in their anger, somebody who wants to fight because they have been wronged and they have been hurt. God has a message for you. And I say God has a message for you because I was not planning to record this video. Just this morning, it was such a burden on my spirit. It was like somebody has wronged you. They've hurt you deeply. And even in God's justice system, He knows that you have been wronged. He knows that you gave your all. He knows that you had a pure heart towards this group of people. It might be people at your job. It might be a friend that cheated you out of a deal. And God is saying, I need you to be still and know that I am God. God is saying, I will fight for you and you will hold your peace. That's not to invalidate your feelings. Your feelings are valid. You are hurt, you are angry, you are offended, as you should be. Let me tell you something, we're human beings and God has put emotions in us. And no matter how much meditation and spiritual alignment you want to do to say, oh, you will not feel hurt, it's a lie. You are going to feel it. But what happens is what you do with it. What do you do with that anger? What do you do with that offense? Immediately, once somebody throws me offense, after I take it, I throw it back to them. That's an aside. Let's continue. For that person who feels justified and you want to fight, God is saying that you will be burnt. You will be burnt because He is a better fighter than you can ever be. I heard something once, God is the greatest defense attorney you can ever have. If you are a child of God and you know that you are truly a child of God and somebody has hurt you, then you have to know that vengeance belongs to God. And let me tell you something. I think that a lot of times we preach the mercy of God and the grace of God and the love of God, which is good. I talk about it a lot. But many people forget that God is a God of wrath and He's a God of justice, such that even when He wanted to have mercy on the world, justice still came through in the sense that His Son had to die for us to get mercy. So God is a God of justice. And once you understand that, then it is easier to rest in God. I remember one time somebody hurt me. And again, I could not even do anything. And the reason why I say I could not do anything is there was nothing I could do that wouldn't be a sin to God. So imagine maybe I went to their workplace to go and shame them, right? Or I started hitting them. I would not even do that. But such violence, then I'm sinning. Because of you, I'm now sinning. Do you understand? So when that person did that thing, obviously I cried to God. In fact, it did not even take me so long to see that, oh my gosh, God had actually been fighting for me. And when I tell you that God fought for me, in fact, I had to go back to God to say, God, have mercy on this person. That was how much I had seen what their lives had become. And I said, have mercy on this person. I was filled with so much compassion that I said, God, please. But guess what? Because God is a master chess player. And I think a lot of people underestimate God because of His familiarity. I realized that even as God was exacting justice on that person, God was also having mercy on that person because whatever they were going through was also leading them back to God, was leading them back to Christ. So, what kind of vengeance will I exact upon somebody else that will make them broken and make them want to give God their heart? You know, I feel strongly that only God can exact that type of judgment. And if we are true Christians and we want what God wants, which is that sinners should not perish in their sin, but to come to Him, right? Then at the end of the day, we should be okay with that kind of justice that still leads people back to God. We should be okay with it. And we need to trust that when God says, be still and know that I am God, you need to be still. You need to stop trying to control things. And there's another category of people to fight. For those people, that is not the time to be timid. Mm, that is not the time to be timid. And He's going to give you the strategy to fight. You're not going to fight that battle by yourself. He's going to tell you exactly how to fight the battle. And there's something that I realized recently. If you watch my previous videos, you see that I've been talking a lot about reintroducing myself to myself, God helping me to see Him where He sees me, just changing a lot of mindsets and a lot of things and a lot of approaches that I previously had. Concerning strategy, I'll give you a very mundane example that I was mulling over once. Man and a woman in a relationship. And the woman is nurturing, always asking, where are you? Where are you going? Just from a place of kindness and from a place of love. But the man doesn't see it that way. The man sees it as this woman is controlling, she is, pedantic, always wanting to know every single thing. Now, if he goes out one day and he's had a very mad, upsetting day, going from one place to another, going from one place to another, and the wife sends him a text saying, "Oh, where are you now?" Hmm. Do you know how that message might come across to the husband? You probably not even answer, honestly. You probably not answer. But if you say, "Oh, hi, my love, how is it going? Hope all is going well, just checking on you," he will be the one telling you, "Hey, I went to this place. So imagine these people told me this." I don't think guys are chatting like that, but he will give you what you want. He will give you the answer that you want, which is really, where are you now? He'll probably tell you, "Oh, I'm currently at so and so. Imagine they sent me from this to that." Yeah. So you have gotten your answer, but you also did not evoke negative feelings in the mind of that other person. That is a strategy. And so this is the same way that God can give you a strategy for war. A lot of times we like to think, especially for those of us who are smart, who are intelligent, who can discern things, we like to think that we can figure it out ourselves, right? And God is telling you that no, I will teach you how to fight. I've been reading the Old Testament a lot and I was just like, oh my gosh, God was literally giving the Israelites strategies on how to fight. He will literally tell them, when to go, when to stop, how to trick their enemies to come out so that the other Israelites can go in and ambush the city. Ah, I fear God, oh, I fear Him. So I know that you are hurt. I know that you are broken. I know that you are angry. In fact, more importantly, God knows that you are hurt. God knows that you are broken. God knows your wounds. And that is why He says that He is near to the brokenhearted and He binds up their wounds. Do you know what it means to bind up? He binds up their wounds. And so, what you need to do now is not looking for how to fight. It is to first be still and it is to heal. It is to ask God to take that wound away so that you can see clearly. Because when you are wounded, you can't see clearly. But when you ask for healing, you can see clearly and then you can move from a place of clarity and you can move from a place of boldness because you know that you're not committing sin against God and you can move from a place of strength and then you can ask God, what strategy does He want for you? So, to anybody out there, this is what I encourage you to do. I pray that God binds up your wounds. I pray that God gives you eyes to see. I pray that where you need to exact boundaries, you will be firm enough to exact boundaries. I pray that when you need to step down and lay low, that God will give you the strength to be quiet. And I really hope that this video has blessed you. Make sure that you subscribe to my channel for more videos. on healing, more videos on taking back your power, more videos on having a stronger relationship with God. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.